So part two of basically my last action in population, my last statement. Now I had about, I don't know, about 16 months left, and I knew right away, that's it, that's a wrap. I'm never gonna make it back to pop. They're gonna DDU, they're gonna DDU that ticket, obviously, for multiple reasons. For the assault itself, it was bad enough to result in a DDU ticket. The fact that short foots were used and they were gonna STG the ticket. I don't know about the other three. I think Colin was. I'm not sure about Driscoll. He might have just got, but I had already been served STG papers as a member of a security threat group, and I knew that they were going to say that this assault was taken out in the name of security threat group. Boyles. They were going to say this was a gang hit, 100%. And they did. They 100% did. They attached that to it. Long story short, I never made it back to pop. So after like a month in SBCC's hole, they shipped a couple of us, not just involved in that ticket, but a few people to 10 block in Walpole. And we knew we were gonna wait that whole time to go to DDU. So me and Driscoll were there for like 5-6 months together, and something really fucking weird happened. He was saying some weird shit, and he got a visit, a very weird visit, and they said he was going to the eye doctor. And I knew the cop that worked down there 5 days a week. He was from Dorchester, good guy. He was gonna tell me what time it was anyways. He came and did a round. It was like, what's up with you, boy? Fucking eye doctor. Yeah, right. And I'm like, what do you mean? Get back here. He's like, motherfucker didn't go to the eye doctor. So long story short, I'm not gonna get into all what happened, where he really went. It wasn't the eye doctor, okay? But something happened that just does not happen. He got sent back to the max, the hole in the max, which is like a power move and a half, because you could still fish through the toilets, and that was the main reason that they got us out of there, because me and Driscoll make moves. Do you know what I mean? He had a big package on the way when we got lugged, and I know that was definitely a reason he was hesitant to jump in. But you got to do what you got to do when you got to do it. That's happened to me. You know how many times I've got lugged or got in a fight or something when I had fucking big packages in the air? But you still got to do what you got to do when you got to do it. So during that month, which it was like a month and a half, we had already got our DDU time. So why would someone go back to the max when we're just going right across the street? Which it's not across the street, it's in the same facility. DDU's behind another wall with more walls behind, surrounding it. It's a prison within a prison. Like it's a level 7. Like it is like a gloomy fucking place. Like you're walking into, if you ever seen it, like it is a prison within a prison, right? But that's a story for another day. So he was back at the hole in the max for like a month and a half, and we went to DDU in the same day. So you have to wait 24 hours before you can go out to rec there, and they take you out to cages, whatever wing you're on, you go out with that wing. And we ended up on the same wing. There's 4 wings, but D wing is the HSU wing. That's Fatih's wing. That's where they keep him. He's just stuck on D wing by himself. So you're gonna end up on A, B, or C wing. We both end up on A wing. And so I had heard on the tier already as soon as I got there, yo, fucking what's up with Driscoll? I'm like, no, what's up with him? They're like, dude, he's a crip. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I don't believe that. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's the craziest thing I ever heard. And like some weird stuff happened before it happened. Not just him going to the max, like he had sent some kites with somebody that was going back to the max that said some weird shit on it. But whatever. I still didn't believe something that crazy. So I'm like, I gotta talk to this kid when I see him. I gotta straighten this out and see what's what. So I go out to rec the first day I can go out to rec, and I see him in the cages out in A-wing yard. And I'm like, dude, what's up? Fucking dude's just saying you're a crip and shit. He's like, no, what the fuck? No, that's crazy. Like, what are you talking about? And he straight up tells me he is not a crip. Like, that's crazy talk. And like, this is how much this pathological liar this kid is. And I swear to God, fucking on everything I love. Like, if he used to come on here and call me a liar, like, I swear on my fucking kids, this is what happened. Right? And dudes know he's a pathological liar and know that this story is the right story. And the next day we have Yard. There's a bunch of Crips out there because there's just a bunch of Crips in DDU, and there was a few on my tier. And they all went out to Yard. It was a nicer day out. When it's cold out, rainy, people don't go out. And they're all doing whatever they say. What's up, Loke? And this and that. And he's, what's up, Loke? And all that. So they all know he's a Crip. Word got around to them, obviously. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? It's clear that he is a fucking Crip. And he is doing all the Crip talk and all the shit with them. And I'm like, dude, you told me yesterday you weren't a fucking Crip. And he's like, no, I didn't. What are you talking about? Why the fuck would I say I wasn't a Crip? I'm a fucking Crip. And I'm like, dude, oh my fucking God. Like, why wouldn't he just say yesterday he was a Crip? So all this was obviously, like, Crips can't come on the gray side, which is where boils are. But anyways, I'm on A-wing for 6, 7, 8 months. I only got a couple months left. And Suboxone comes around. Fucking, we spend $1 million on it. It's like $250 a strip. That's the only thing that you can get out of yourself while you're there. And once it dried up, like someone downstairs said they had a quarter. And so I sent 5 books down for it, which was nothing. I had a bunch of books stamped. I really didn't care. But a kite comes up, boom, there's nothing in it. And I'm like, oh, who the fuck did that come from? And it come from a kid, Schultz from the Cape. And I know Schultz, and he's really not one to do that, especially not to me, because like I was always all right to the kid, and the kid's like a crash dummy, and most people weren't, you know. And I just didn't see him doing that. But on the tier and everywhere, everyone thought that he's the one who beat me, and he won't tell me. He won't say. He's just that type of kid. He's not going to put out there who did it. And I just can't understand why. So I'm like, dude, we got to go out and straighten that. And it took like a month to do it. I cut every fence in the yard. So if I ended up next to him, that I could just peel the fence. And it would only take about 5-10 minutes to get in on them. Because they're fences. They're like, when they built it, they made fences, not metal grates. And finally, he was going out to Yard because they hated him there. And I had asked the cop because he wanted him to get it so bad because he spit in a cop's face. And he was all full of shit, saying, if anyone wants to get Schultz, fucking just let me know. I'll put you next to him. And I told him, I grabbed him. It was Dragoni. If anyone's been over there and remembers Dragoni, you know exactly who I'm talking about. And I said, Dragoni, you gotta put me next to Schultz. I'm gonna, and he wouldn't do it. Because he knew I was really gonna. But anyways, the tear helped me, because as soon as he went out, everybody knew what time it was, and everybody refused rec. So I would end up next, and I did. And I'm like, dude, you know what time it is? You know I'm coming in there, right? And I did. I ripped the fence where I had already cut it already. I took my uniform top off, and I put it, and I fucking ripped it with all my fucking weight, and it fucking broke. And it just took about 5 or 10 minutes to fucking peel all the way down, because you can peel it literally. I don't know if you know, or anyone knows, like, once the fence is broke, you could peel it all the way down, and once you do that, you can just spread it and walk in. And Schultz let me. He gave me 5-10 feet leeway to get in there. I'm like, let me get in there, and we went to battle, Gladiator like, because it ain't getting broken up. There was no one coming to save you. There was no one fucking coming to come to your aid until you're done, until you're fucking got nothing left. And we went in there and we did battle. We fucking went in there, we fucking kicked the shit out of each other. And for somebody that, you know, I had kicked the box, and physically I had never regained feeling 100%, and I got a concussion and everything coming out of there. So when finally we were both completely out of breath after about 5 or 10 minutes of fighting, I stepped to him and I put my hand out and pounded him. I'm like, I know this wasn't you, but I had to rectify my name. I couldn't take that short. And you know, you really should have put out there who beat me. But I pounded his hand, and that was it. And they took me out. He'd hit me with a few rabbit punches that I didn't feel until they would cuff me up and took me out, and I started wobbling. And once they took me upstairs to HSU, I puked, and I had a bad concussion. And then I hear, I'm over on C Wing. They moved me to C Wing because I'm the one who cut the cage, which is G shit, like people don't do. You know what I mean? I went in there and handled my business. I didn't have to. I was going home in a month. Driscoll, every fight he had to get saved. He got moved on and he had to get saved. Someone had to jump in and save him. And then I heard that he was running his mouth saying I got my head punched in, and he wasn't even out there. And I know that all the OGs that were out there gave me 100% respect, because as I was leaving, everyone was chanting my name like I was fucking Rocky. You know what I mean? Like, John, like that was some G shit. You did what you had to do. And you went like, no, it's over. It wasn't until both of us were spent, that we finally said that was enough. They had used all the gas there was on us. They used all the gas there was to try to get us to stop. They ran out of gas in DDU, trying to fucking... So we were getting hit with gas in the OC shit as we were fighting too, so don't forget that. That's another thing. Imagine Driscoll fucking running his mouth saying I got my head punched in. He wasn't even out there. Scotty Wong was. But guys like, I know OG Hood Boss was out there. The dude that got pinched for the Paul Pierce shit. Raglan, they used to go by Roscoe. He was out there and he was like, yeah, John, you did your shit. What was the other Crip's name? A kid from Boston, but a good kid. And guys know, when you handle your business, you handle your business. If you don't fucking catch the dub, what can you do? What can you do? Fucking, you can only do what you gotta do. Somebody beats you, you go in and handle your business. Like, you handled your fucking business. That's all it is you're supposed to do. And people that took shorts the whole fucking state bid, and in any fight they got in, it was them getting moved on, and people had to save them 3 different times. think they have the right to speak on me. Someone who could, you could never once say that A, someone moved on me, that I wasn't ready, and B, that I took a short. So that's the end of that. I'll think of some more shit for the next video. Thanks. Love y'all. Peace.